Welcome back to my channel. This is Kara with FollowYourArrowTarot, and today I will be doing the monthly tarot card reading for the sign of Taurus for September 2018. Before I get started into the actual spread, some things that are looking ahead for Taurus in the month of September based on some meditation and some research into your sign for this month. So for Taurus, the feelings that I'm getting for you are, nothing right now is substantial, meaning there's no humongous devastation that I'm feeling, or sadness, or on the opposite spectrum, elation and joy. It's a time of work, I feel, and a lot of time for shifts and changes in your life, in the sense of you're on a precipice of really coming into your own. So you could be a younger Taurus. I feel as though for a long time, see, Taurus likes stability, and of the Tauruses that I've known, they tend to be ones who don't wander too far off the beaten path. They like to feel the void of the status quo, and do what they're told. And like I said, these messages may not resonate for everyone. So if you're sitting there as a Taurus feeling, I just got the feeling one of you is like, I'm not like that. All my messages may not resonate with you. So take it with a grain of salt and take what you can from them. But I feel as though maybe some people in your life have changed. I get a real feeling that there's a lot of Tauruses who have just started higher education, such as college or vocational school or community college. So I'm getting that feeling of youth. I'm getting that feeling of not knowing what the future holds, and you're still trying to figure out who you are in this world, and what you want to do and your perspective on life. And so I get the feeling that there are some partners, not just romantically, but partners, family, and friends, people whom you've known for a long time and who you haven't known, or who you're just now meeting, who are coming in and out of your life right now, which is really good for you. See. And the people who are coming into your life or leaving your life are bringing in strong perspectives. So those who are exiting your life for whatever reason are probably those who don't have perspectives that align to your soul's purpose or to your own beliefs. And the people whom are coming into your life right now are bringing strong perspectives, many of which be open to listening, to help you understand and analyze how their beliefs and ideas mesh with your own. But I want you to also be careful that you may be given bad advice. That's just kind of what I'm feeling. But majority of the people who come to you, it'll be good. But there will be a few who are going to give you really bad advice. So for Taurus, I feel as though not a lot of the time, compared to other signs, are you very keyed into your intuition. I feel as though you think more analytically, more of like a left brain type of person, where, in status quo, you follow by the book, or you follow what you've been told, other than, the right side of the brain, the creativity and thinking, more so for yourself, which is not a bad thing. That's just the vibe I'm getting for you for September. That may not mean that you're always like that. I feel for some Taurarians, this is a confusing time of your life. You're getting an input of all this information, and you're not sure how to organize it or where it should go and where it fits in with your life. And I feel for other Taurarians, it's a really time of enlightenment and excitement, because for the first time, I feel as though you're kind of free from your old world, in a sense of your old environment. You're traveling, you're seeing new things, you're meeting new people, you're hearing and seeing things that you haven't before. So maybe you're a Taurarian from a small town or a smaller place going to a bigger place, or relocating. Like I said, like for college, you know, you may be going from northern part of your state to the southern part of your state. Just like newness, and that can be enlightening and exciting, but at the same time confusing and makes you a little bit apprehensive. You know, Taurarians, I feel like, you know, like the type of animal that you are, where you go full steam ahead, but then they're also skittish and they don't know. So they can run at the moment's notice, but then they can stop and really observe their environment before they go. So you're kind of in that, like brake pads, you know, when you're first learning to drive. Stop, go, stop, go. That's kind of the vibe I get. So another advice, I think it's a really good time for you to start finding your own way. I'm getting a vibe that some Taurarians have done things in the past to make others happy, to make them proud, whether that's parents, friends, or culture and society in itself. I feel like you got to do this at this age, you got to do that, you got to get this, you got to acquire that, all in a certain timeline. I'm wanting you to kind of challenge that thinking of what's right is right when it's right for you. And to do that, I think Taurarians need to start diving deep into their inner self and really starting to trust your intuition of what's right and wrong and good for you. Going into some planetary things for your sign for the month of September 2018, Taurus. The beginning of the month, I feel, is pretty harmonious for you, pretty content and chill. For many of you Taurarians, your personality, you have some elegance right now. I feel as though you walk with your head held high. You're in a time of agreements. Nothing's really not going your way. And if you are having to discuss things, whether that's business world, education world, home, it's all about compromise, but it tends to go your way in the beginning of the month. And you're really in a state of intelligence. You're really using the things that you know and the evidence that you have around you for the good to make decisions and to prove your arguments correct. So that's great. Towards the beginning to the middle of the month, around September 8th, Venus is in Libra in your 10th house of work and service, okay? And it squares with the planet Mars in your 9th house of higher education, long travel journey, and your spirituality. So like I said, I'm getting this vibe that for Taurus, September is really a strong month for figuring out who you are in the aspect of the work world and your education world, and figuring out what you want to do to make a difference in the world and what type of service and work you want to do. And if you're already doing that work, what's your next step in that? What's your next big project? We also have, in the month of September, we had a new moon in Virgo, and that was in your 5th house of creativity, joy, pregnancy, and children. So for those of you who, Taurus, who are females, I feel right now you may have pregnancy and children on the brain if you don't have children already. And if you're with someone, you've been talking about enlarging your family. For those of you who are single, I think that aspect and that thought's in the back of your head, and I think right now you're really feeling that you're at a place in your life where you'll be ready soon to start a family or to meet somebody or thinking of marriage. And if you're someone who works with children or you work with pregnant women, maybe you work in a hospital, you may be a Taurus who works with others, but with children, infants, and mothers. And then Venus will be in your 12th house of relationships. So, like I said, this is a really good time. I think there's going to be a lot of change and revelation, whether you're already in relationships with someone or the relationships that are going to start coming into your life right now. And I love the fact that Taurus is a sign of stability. So I really feel that when the relationships you're in, you're always coming back. If you have to have arguments or discussions about things with your partner, it's always about maintaining stability in the relationship and in the home and the family. And if you're a single Taurus, I feel as though you're going to be looking for people, individuals, or people who are going to be coming into your life who you're going to make sure that they're stable, which is good. I think you'll be good at weeding out the ones who aren't. And if not, you're going to be clear, since I feel a lot of intelligence for you in the beginning of the month, that you're going to be able to say this is what you're looking for. You want stability in a partner if you haven't had that in the past. And like I said, just be wary of people who give you bad advice. You may have friends who are pushing you towards a certain mate or certain partner when you know that that person wouldn't be quite stable for you. Hopefully that resonates and makes sense with you. But other than that, Taurus, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting for you. When I was meditating on your sign, I got the color green, a very deep royal type green, very strong vitality. So if you're trying not to get pregnant, male Tauruses, be careful. Numbers for Taurus. 7. Against a strong 7. Strong 7. Intelligence, enlightenment. Yeah. So let's get your monthly reading going, Taurus, for September 2018. I'm going to do a 5-card spread starting with the Rider-Waite tarot deck. All right, let's see what messages say you, Spirit, for Taurus in the month of September of 2018. What messages do we have for Taurarians for the sign of Taurus in the month of September of 2018? All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm feeling really like excitement. I'm feeling calm, cool, feeling like, you know, social. I'm feeling happy, content, joy. Lots going on. I feel busy. I get the thought that some of you Taurarians, I'll pick that up here in a second. Some of you Taurarians keep a journal, or not a journal, and like an agenda. You write things down, like your appointment dates. For some of you, you're very organized. And I actually see like a male handwriting in one. So if you're a male Taurarian, that's really good for you. And this one popped out first, though. So I'm going to grab that one. All right. Okay. Upside down. Perfect. Like I said. Okay. What other... Oh, here we go. That one popped out. Okay, what's the final outcome for Taurus? I don't know what this is. Final outcome for Taurus in the month of September 2018. Alright, let's get one more. We're going to get 6, Taurus, because that's what I'm feeling. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Just taking a look here. Alright, Taurus. So I pulled 6 because I just felt that way. Let's see. So Taurus, you start out the month of September, present time with the star, which is really great. I was kind of already getting that energy. The star card typically symbolizes kind of like your 15 minutes of fame for those people who are involved in the creative aspects of the world, movies, music, the arts. You may be someone who's in the limelight, being videotaped, photographed. And like I said, you're really into that intuition, diving deeper into yourself and really figuring out who you are and what your life path is. 4, 5, 6, 7 white stars. And I have the number 7. And with the greenery in the back, I said I saw a lot of green. So you're around abundance. You know, I feel like for some reason, you know, not for all Taurus, but for some of you, you're really in the limelight. You're being watched. People are watching you. I get the vibe that some of you may play sports, maybe being videotaped, celebrated that way. Some of you, it's football season, so maybe I'm getting the vibe that some of you Taurarian males play football. And like I got the vision of you like running through the sign at a football game. You're really in your element. And I'm kind of feeling like this is the Taurus energy. But it could also be somebody in your life who's an Aquarian, because this is the card for Aquarius. So really good card, Taurus, to start out your month for September. Your second card is the Hangman in reverse, okay, which is really great to me. I really like seeing that. The Hangman typically means in the upright position that you know, you're kind of stuck, and you know, you're deliberating and trying to figure things out, and you're kind of just in a very gray, non-moving place. But with the Hangman in reverse, it tells me if you were a Taurus at any time in the recent past being hung up on something or someone or some decision, whether it was business or family or moving or changing jobs or picking the right school, you're now out of that dilemma type stuck feeling. And I really am drawn to the yellow light that's around on the Hangman's face with the intuition. As I was saying earlier, for Taurus, I feel as though September is really a month for you to find your own way and to dive into your intuition. And for some of you may be confused. So maybe that's why the Hangman's coming up. But I feel as though more so you're leaning more towards the enlightened part of it when you're diving deep within yourself, and you have that beautiful star energy where everything, you know, intuition wise, spiritual wise, is there for you to take, for you to scoop up and pour into your world. You've got it all, so that's wonderful. Yes. Third card is the Six of Cups, and I love this card, and I think it's really interesting because towards the end of my little spiel earlier when I opened up to the video, I talked about for many of you, you work with children, you work with pregnant women, you're thinking about, if you're someone who is thinking about having children, this is a really wonderful card to get. So if you are working with children, if you are working to help maybe mothers or families, whatever work you're doing a wonderful job. I think that this is just, I'm telling you that. You have, you know, all these cups right here, which the cups symbolize, you know, love, passion, relationships. So you're building wonderful relationships. You're actually, and I feel as though your energy is more this person. You are a giver, in your work, if you work with people, if you're a teacher or an aide or a yard duty and you work with children, maybe you're a therapist, you work with children. I really get the sense that some of you work around kids or you want kids, and I feel as though this is your parenting style. You're going to really, by the time you do have children, you're going to make sure with that stability part of you, you're going to make sure that you have everything you need in order to provide a very well-balanced, beautiful life for your children. Or you're a Taurus who actually grew up and had a nice childhood. I'm feeling that for some of you. Some of you were close maybe with one parent. Maybe one parent was absent, or maybe one parent worked a lot. And I feel as though it was more of a mother figure. Could be a grandmother too as well. But growing up, you looked up to your mother. That's the vibe I'm getting. And she really made sure to take care of you, made sure you had good food and had nice clothes and you got to school on time, and that she was nurturing, and when you needed someone to listen to, she was listening to you. And I feel you've learned a lot from that. So, or you may just have had a female mentor or teacher in your life who did that for you. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And from that, you've learned lessons from that, and that's cultivated your personality, and that's who you have grown up to be, Taurus, with your relationships, your family, and the career that you have. Fourth cord, can't say card today, cord. Where's cord coming from? Card. You got the Empress in reverse, which is really interesting because the Empress in the upright position is a sign of that female energy, kind of like what I have been getting. But it's a sign of reproductive health. It's a sign of fertility, femininity. But in the reverse, it's quite opposite. So maybe for you, Taurus, even though I was really feeling that energy for you, maybe in respects to pregnancy, I don't know why I keep going back there, but if you're someone who's trying to get pregnant, not saying that you won't, because I don't get that feeling at all. I do feel that you are going to have children if that's what you're looking for eventually. I just don't think the month of September right now is the right time. So if, like this month, if you're someone who's been really looking at the clock and everything, this month's not going to be for you, but that's totally okay. And then for other Taurus who maybe aren't feeling this message is resonating, maybe this is a sign telling you that you do need to get more into that female, feminine energy, that more nurturing energy that kind of comes from the Six of Cups card. And you need to do this not only for yourself, but for other people in your environment. And I think by doing that, reversing this card for you towards the middle to the end of the month is going to be helpful. Because looking at the end of the month spread going into the month of October, I see that there could possibly be some challenges. If not, there were some challenges just recently for you. And maybe this is the thing that you're confused on, this person you want to be or this person with whom you're dealing with. Because the next card is I got the Nine of Swords in reverse, which seeing that card in reverse makes me really happy, because in the upright position, this is someone who is going through a lot of trauma right now, especially in the mind. They're going through a lot of hardship. I feel more so with the relationship in the relationships in their lives. They're awake up night. They can't sleep. You have all these daggers. You've had a lot of pain. But in the reverse position, whatever that was, you're getting over. So if you just got sick, okay, maybe you're getting over just being sick. But if you've had a lot of trials and tribulations growing up or in your recent past within the last few months, the last year, you're getting over that. But I still think that you think about it kind of from time to time. And maybe you haven't been nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. So make sure that you're not working too hard, Taurus. You're taking breaks, get massages. If you're the ladies, get a manicure, a pedicure. If you're men, go work out, go swim at the gym, go be in nature, go fishing. This is telling me, I'm getting the feeling that, Taurus, you need to pay a little bit more attention to yourself in this month. Because maybe things, you're normally stable and they haven't been quite stable. But you're ending pretty strongly, with a very strong energy. But you also need to be careful with this energy. This is the Queen of Swords, okay, air sign. Aries is, air signs are Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But I did say air, Aries, so it could be an Aries vibe, and it is a female. So if you're this female, or there's a female in your life, she's coming in with very strong assertive energy with that sword. I feel as though some communications may be cut with a knife, may be pretty I don't feel like this is your energy. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who you're going to definitely have some communication. And it's going to be hard conversations, or it's going to be conversation that from someone, it's going to be strict. It's going to tell you what's what. And I don't feel like you're going to get angry from it. I feel like it's going to be a little bit hurtful, possibly. If this is your energy, I feel as though... Oh, sorry. I'm covering my mouth. I feel as though maybe you have a message for someone that maybe for a while you haven't been brave enough or confident to say, whether this is a relationship or at work, but you're finally going to tell them. I just get this vibe of like, enough is enough, or, knock it off, or something's been going on when you've just been kind of biting your lip and letting them do it, and then finally you're like, dude, like, stop. That's kind of the energy I get. So I'm not quite sure what that is, but we'll clarify that here in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the second tarot for the heart. And I do think a lot of this has to do with relationships for you and yourself. Not so much work, but if the shoe fits. All right, let's clarify the messages that were given for Taurus in the month of September of 2008. I'd like to clarify the messages that were given for Taurus in the month of September of 2018. All right, what is this Star card all about? And this Hangman in reverse. That goes with the Hangman, I just felt right there. Star card. Okay. Beautiful. I need to move these down. The Six of Cups. What is the Six of Cups? Okay. Okay, let's clarify the first few cards. Whoa. Okay, so for the Star card, the clarification cards that I got were Embrace. Okay, and it was upside down, but I'm feeling more so like it should be right side up, and I always go with what my intuition tells me. If you disagree, sorry. But I feel like it goes with the star card. I feel like in the beginning of the month, you're having this feeling in your heart where you're starting to finally embrace who you are and your life's journey and your life's purpose, and you're starting to really go deeper inside and changing your perspective. And like I said, the people who are starting to come in your world, most of them are there. They're going to clarify this for you. They're going to bring you joy and fulfillment, and they're really going to change how you see yourself in the world around you. But there may be a few of those people that you may have to cut out. You may have to have that Queen Sword energy and cut them out. Like I said earlier, you may be giving bad advice, and you need to cut that. And you may not need to say that out loud to them. You just may need to know in your mind that you need to cut that energy out. Take the lead. Okay, so now is the time to take the lead for yourself. I feel as though take the lead in your own life. I said this for another sign earlier, but it's just a saying that has popped in my mind for this month. And it's don't let life lead you, you lead life. Or don't let life make you live life. Kind of in that sense. That's what I'm feeling for Taurus. And it looks like your base chakra is something that you need to focus on. So meditation in the crisscross applesauce, or the, I like to be politically correct, but old terms, Indian style, being close to earth. You are an earth sign. So sitting on the ground with legs crossed in the quiet may help you really reverse that Nine of Swords card, which is showing me here. For the Hangman reversed, I got rest and reconsider in reverse. So I feel as though, yes, in the past, you were hung up on something. Maybe you lost somebody, or you lost something, or a decision didn't go your way, and you really were really lonely, and you took some time by yourself to rest and reconsider and really think about what you wanted going forward. Might have changed your plans. I feel as though like you're a pretty planned person that might have really changed what your plan A and B were, and now you had to redevelop those. But since it's in reversed and the Hangman's in reversed, I really think those are positive for you, Taurus. I really think that you're moving out of that stuck Hangman energy, and you're no longer having to rest and reconsider. See, Nine of Swords in reverse, you're no longer having to rest and reconsider. And both these cards, if you notice, 9 and 9. Which is getting close to the end of the cycle. So I really think that is really great for you, Taurus. Clarifying cards for the Six of Cups. Really great. Your time to shine. Whatever you're doing, be who you are. Be in your element. Be in the places you know you thrive. Opportunity beacons. Okay. Like I said, for some of you, I feel as though you just had your job changed, or the job you're at, you have the opportunity to move up, or new projects. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's higher education. You're going to college, or you're taking some type of schools, or maybe some type of training, and opportunities are opening for you. And I feel that it's really parallel and mirrors beautifully with the star card. See, he's looking up to the moon and the stars, looking down, just like this card, the star card for you. So for me, you know, destiny-wise, how the cards are laid in the stars, they're laying out pretty well for you, Taurus. I think that's beautiful. And then it's the time for you to blossom, okay? And this card was in the reverse, and so I feel like it's having that Empress energy, where, you know, she's manifesting the environment, the earth, motherly energy, and it's in reverse. So I'm getting more of the feeling that, not that you can't blossom or you can't have the Empress type energy, but I feel like there might be a little block inside yourself. Maybe you're afraid, maybe you have some fears, maybe you're not really sure, maybe you're a Taurus who isn't typically a leader. Like I was saying earlier, you tend to meet the status quo. So it's your time to push forward, Taurus, with your hard head, and to take on a leadership role and really blossom and develop who you are. And it's really time for you to have the limelight on you, and for you to finally be the star of something in your world. Okay, let's clarify the last two cards, the Nine of Swords in reverse. What's this Nine of Swords? Clarify this Nine of Swords for Taurus in the month of September. Whoa, okay. All right. So it looks like in your past, or maybe towards the end of September, with this Nine of Swords in reversed, I got confront. So you have or you will be, and you're going to get over it. You're going to have to confront some issue. I feel that's internally, so it's a problem within yourself or something that bothers you. But it could also be about relationships too. Maybe you just recently had a broken heart, or someone said that we need to take time off. Maybe you had to move because of your job or because of your education, and now you and somebody else are debating a long-term relationship, and it's been really hard on you, and you might have to confront that. Either it is what it is and you have to accept what is, or maybe it's time to move on, because this is a 9 card. And this is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. That's close to 10, which is close to the ending of a cycle. So maybe it is time to really confront the things in your life, and be okay, be accepting of things that you might have to move on from. Okay. The final outcome card was the Queen of Swords, and I wanted to clarify that. And it looks like it wanted to clarify itself as well. All right. Change your focus, which I think is really, a lot of your cards, Taurus, are really, to me, mirroring themselves. Look, it's a woman. I feel like she's, she's surrounded by beautiful air, clouds, birds, looking the same direction, very sure of herself, chin held high. So I really feel like at the end of the month, going into October and in your future, this is going to be you, Taurus. You're going to be very sure of yourself. You're going to be, you've battled a little bit in your life, but you're looking at the positive that came from it. And now you're not afraid to do what's right by you. Make sure you have stability. Make sure that your career and your family and foundation is set by having to cut out the things in your life that you need to. And it's also a time for you. It's a really good time to change your focus. And as I was saying, there's going to be people coming into your life who are going to be helping change and grow your perspective. And so really right now is a time of enlightenment. This is the air, intuition, mind cards for me. So, Taurus, I really think for overall, this is a really good reading for you. And I think it's a really good time of growth and success. All right, before I leave you, Taurus, I would like to, let's ask your spirit guide what messages they have for you for the month of September 2018 going forward into October. What messages does Spirit have for Taurus in the month of September 2018 going forward? What messages? What messages for Taurus? Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Okay, perfect. Now a bunch came back, like a big stack. I'm going to just go with the top card. The first one that came out was Understand Your Body, and I feel as though this goes with the 9 of Swords in reverse, the Confront, okay, the Hangman now is in reverse. As I was saying earlier, take some time for yourself, Taurus. Make sure that you're not just go, 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 because you will fall, you will get sick, you will have a headache, you will, exhaust yourself. So make time. Like I had that feeling that someone writes in their planner, plan some time once a week or every other week to do something really good for your body. Like I said, massages is really great. It's my favorite. So really be cognizant of your body. Okay. And set your intentions. Okay. So to me, this is like the goal card. What do you want to do in the next few months or by the end of the year? I mean, we're very close to the end of 2018. What are some short-term goals you have by the end of December? Okay. Set some intentions for yourself, and don't be afraid to have to weed out or cut out the things that aren't going to get you to where you need to go, Taurus. All right, I'm going to end there. I think that was a really strong finish for a very strong type of sign, Taurus. I really hope you enjoyed your monthly tarot reading for September 2018. If this message resonated with you, or you enjoyed it, or it connects with something in your life, please like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell notification so you always get notifications of when I post videos. And please, I would really love to hear from you. If you want to private message me or leave a comment below, I would really love that. If you are interested in a private personal reading, information about that is in the description box below. And you can message me if you're interested to my Gmail account, FollowYourArrowTarot@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to follow the channel, aside from YouTube, Follow Your Arrow Tarot is also on Facebook. Please like the page, and on Instagram. All right, Taurus. Well, I wish you health, happiness, and luck in the rest of your September going forward. Happy fall, Taurus, and have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.